Wow! Hi guys, and welcome to my biggest market prep drop ever. And also some tea, like literally some tea, not the other tea. My name is Wamoyo and this is Yanni Gifts. I make crochet and knitted items. I think I do more of crochet, and I share my experiences, my lessons on this channel. And recently, I started doing markets. It's not so recent. 3 months ago, I started doing weekly markets, weekly pop-up markets. And so I'm focusing my content more on markets. So in today's video, we are going to look at what I made this week. This is like the biggest drop of the week. Welcome. Three months into weekly pop-up markets. And I do my pop-up markets on Saturdays and Sundays, not unless I have a family engagement or any other engagement. Every Saturday and Sunday, I'm out there in the market. If you would like to know which markets I go to, please go to my market or pop-up market series. You're going to see all my markets there and other content about markets. In today's video, I just want to take you through what I made. So one of the biggest lessons I've learned over the 3 months is that I am selling more than I can make. So every weekend I sell about, on average, 4 pieces. And every week I have been making, on average, 3 pieces. Meaning that between when I started and now, my stocks have dropped drastically. And that brings me to the second lesson. The second lesson is the selection of the items I have to make every week and items I want to sell in the market. I could do a whole video on this, and I think that would be better on a different video. But let me take you through what I've made this week and why, which answers some of those reasons that I am using to select what I make. So we're going to start from the farthest end. To be honest, this was not entirely made this week. What I did with this one is that I had to change the handles. And the same goes to this. It was not entirely done this week. What I had to do with this one is do the finishing. So I had to do this, I had to finish the top, and I had to do the handles. So I had these black handles on this one, and when I went back to buy another pair of handles, I found out they didn't have black ones, they only had brown ones. Thanks God, I could pick a brown one and exchange it to bring the black that were here to this one. So for this, all I have had to do is remove the handles I had on it and put the brown ones. You can rate the items as you're seeing them in the comments section down below. Shoot. I'm sure your auntie, yourself, your mom would love this. So the black one, I decided on this one, I have the magnetic clip to close the top. But on this one, I decided to do something different. So I made a big flower, very big, and I just have a chain to close it. So this comes like that, and to close it you just put it around the flower like that. So another one that your mom, your auntie, yourself would love. The reason why I am making this is because if you follow me and if you've been on my Instagram or YouTube, you know that I used to make bags. And I wanted something different because I've made those bags for quite some time, and I felt like I have sold enough of those ones. It's time to bring something new to the market. So I thought of these are medium-sized tote bags. One They're quick to make. 2, they're a very good size that you don't feel like you need to leave some of your essentials because the bag is so small. They are stylish. You can carry them with a dress. You can carry them casual with your trousers, jeans. They're stylish. So I thought that is good. And you know, one of the reasons why selecting what you take to the market is important is how quick you can make them and make them to good finish, quality finish. So there goes. And that is targeting the adults, these two. So coming forward to this is my second item that I've made. Last week I made the very first one. But on that first one, I didn't use a base. I actually just used the yarn from the bottom all the way to this size. It was a similar size basket. But I also thought, let me try using a base and see how it's going to go. And I still like it. So this basket can be a bread basket, can be a cutlery basket. If you serve meals, you do barbecues, or you serve meals in the garden, this is really nice for carrying either bread or your cutlery. For some people, I have been told, oh, it is good for your face towels in the bathroom. It's a good organizer for your bathroom items, for your dressing table items. So I'm calling it a multi-purpose basket. And I made another one. The one I made last week, it sold same weekend. So I was very happy and I was like, let me make another one. So there goes. It's also easy to make. It's multi-purpose. That's a second reason to use when you're selecting your items. Your items should be at least usable in several ways. You see, the tote bags can be casual, can be worn with a dress, can be worn with pants. And this is a multi-purpose basket. So if someone bought this, even if they had one idea when they picked it, it's easy to change it and also feel like it's a worth item to invest in. Moving on to this middle that is colorful and got characters. So these are little girls' handbags. And the reason why I chose to make this is because in the last several markets, I think I'll say a month and a half, every weekend, I make a little girl's bag simply because maybe the yarn is too little, or I'm looking for a quick, easy project to make when I'm in the market that I can finish and just put on the display. So the little girls' bags have been the ones that I make quickly and put on the display. And to be honest, they sell all the time. I make 1 or 2 every weekend and they sell all the time. So I thought, wow, there's a good market for little girls' bags. And both the markets that I go to, Saturdays and Sunday, there is plenty of families coming with their children. So that's another added value to me making this, the fact that there's a ready market in the markets that I go to. So I had this yarn. This is Chanel Sparkle. I buy it from Osona, and I had bought this pink and white basically because I wanted to teach myself how to make a plushie. But I never got to do it, and so I kept this yarn for quite some time. And then last weekend, I put it in my bag that I carried to the market on Sunday to just see if I will try a plushie. And I never tried a plushie. Instead, on Saturday, I had sold the little bag for a girl, and I was only having one, and I was like, let me try make a bag with this. So I made this on Sunday. I'll be honest with you. I made this on Sunday, and it's such a cute character bag. You can see it's got a face and a mouth. And here is the gist. The gist of this bag is that you can turn it into a wobbly person, a wobbly character. And if you don't want that, you can pull this back to give it that other look. So when I made this, I loved working with this yarn, Chenille Sparkle. It's so easy to work with. It's so gentle on your hand. It's actually like the real therapy on your hands. No aching, no nothing. It's magic. And it's also very soft and firm. And it doesn't fluff or peel. So on Monday, I went and bought more. And here are the ones that I made. So I made this I bought yarn on Monday. On Tuesday, I was doing a road trip with my sister. I wasn't driving, so I had all the time to crochet. So I made this, and the only decor is that flower. I made this, and this has two decors. It has the flower and the pom-pom. And the flowers on these little bags are also the closing button. They act as a button. So same concept as the black basket. And I made this one. This is the last one. I'm yet to figure out how I want it closed. I'm yet to figure out that. But this is the last one, and just a simple character face. And then finally, last but not least of the kids' bags, I made this one. This is made using acrylic yarn, and I added this there. So that makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bags for the kids. One other thing that I thought of when I decided to make 5 is that I've only been having 2 on display for all those weekends, and therefore I only sell 2. And I felt like I'm limiting my sales by just having 2 and selling 2. So this time I want to have more and see whether the sales on little girls' bags are going to grow. So that brings us to point number 3 of how I select my items to make. Variety. Variety is very important. If you choose to go with one item, at least have different colors or different sizes for people to be able to choose from, as opposed to someone coming and just having one option. Take it or leave it. Okay. Now, last but not least on all the items is the scrunchies. For those who know me, who follow me on Instagram, you know how I have said scrunchies don't sell. And it's true. I didn't lie. Yeah. And now you want to ask me, why did you make so many, so much? So today is Friday. And most of this work has been done between Tuesday and yesterday. And so today I woke up to make this scrunchies. And the reason why I want to make more scrunchies and give scrunchies another chance is because, one, I made so much of bright colors. And I think that is why they haven't been moving, because the colors could have been limiting for dressing up. But when I was making those colors, I was thinking of little girls again. But that left the adults out of it. So I decided, let me stock up colors that are easy to sell to adults. That is dark colors. That's what most of the adults want. And even when I have people interested in the ones I have on display, they ask for other colors. You don't have black, you don't have dark brown, you don't have navy blue. If you had dark colors, I would take. So here are the dark colors. And today I made how many? Wait a minute. I made 6 of black. I made 5 of navy blue. And I made 5 of chocolate brown. And if you've listened carefully, you now know why I chose to make this and why I chose to make so much this week for the market drop this weekend. That is all from me. I hope you have enjoyed this video and I hope you have learned something. Please let me know in the comment section which of the reasons I use behind choosing my items to make is a new one to you and you're going to consider. Let me know in the comment section. Also, let me know whether there is anything else you would suggest in addition to this for my market. I would really appreciate. And until the next video, it is bye for now. See you. Mwah.